Hey everyone, Siavash here. So in the last video we talked about virtual environments and I told you don't need to worry about those things, at least not for now. So we installed Visual Studio Code as a code editor. Remember, this is not an IDE, integrated development environment, it's just an editor. And there's lots of editor out there like Notepad++, Genie, gedit, Atom, Sublime Text, and stuff like that. But this one is a good product. It's from Microsoft and open source. Microsoft did a good job with this, I think. So anyways, it supports multiple languages through extensions, meaning you install the support for languages. As I told you, we installed JavaScript and Python because we're going to do Python programming, and I'm going to give you an overview of Visual Studio Code, a very short overview. I'm not going to go through all these menus because you're smart enough to know that and you can understand them yourself, but here you can find new extensions. For example, let's say someday you want to do C programming. You can say C here and search for the search in the marketplace, as you can see here. So these are all extensions for helping you to write C code, C or C++. Or for example, you will start JavaScript, and it's not only an extension for JavaScript. You can see there are loads more, and each one of these do different things. Some of them are snippets of codes that would help you and stuff like that. You can HTML5. These are the things that you will need later, and you can install from extensions. Here you can do debugging. So we'll talk about this. We're gonna configure a Python interpreter so you can run your program and debug them. This is for Git control, version control system like Git. That I may do some videos on that on Git. Here you can search and replace your code, and here, this is the important part that we're gonna talk about. You need to basically open a directory, a folder that is your working environment. So let's click that. Say in my C drive I create a folder. Let's call it My Projects, and let's say Python. So I say select folder. Now everything I build here, like going here, say new file and save it, it's gonna save in that folder, in that path, in that directory. So basically you're telling Visual Studio Code where your working environment, where your working folder is. So let's create a new file. Let's call it session3.py.enr. From this Py extension, Visual Studio Code understands that you are gonna write Python code. As you can see, it got it basically, and it's saying that you didn't install pylint. This is for debugging, and it's a good tool that we're gonna talk about later. For now, I'm gonna close it. And if you take a good look here, it says Python 3.4, and yours is gonna say Python 3.7.1 or something like that, based on what version you installed. So it understood, it found your Python compiler. So as you can see, I clicked it and it says, is this your Python compiler? I'm gonna say yes, and again it says you need pylint. It's a good idea to have it. No thank you, I don't want it for now. Let's write a simple code. As I said, print is a very simple code. As you can see, it helps me complete my code. This is called IntelliSense. Look, this is called IntelliSense. So let's say print, and as you can see, the parentheses is getting autocomplete. and let's say hello there, and now I want to run it. So I go to debug and say start debugging, or hit F5. As you can see here, it found my Python interpreter and gave it the address of this file, and this file got compiled, and you can see that it did compile and it says hello there. So instead of using idle, that Python shell that we talked about in the first video, we're going to use this environment because it's going to help us code, and this is a very good tool to learn, to get used to, because I promise you, you're going to use this tool, I promise. So that's about it. I don't think there is anything else you need to know for now. And let me give you two shortcuts, very important shortcuts, 2-3 shortcuts for now. Sometimes you don't have enough real estate like this, okay? So you don't need this window for now. Let's hit Control B. As you can see, this goes away. So Control B does that. I think in Macintosh it's Command B, if I remember correctly. And let's say we don't want to use this, or you know, we need more real estate. So you can hit Control tilde. The tilde is the hat, the button beside one above tab. So as you can see, Control tilde is helping me to show and hide this. Also, you can use this button here, but I think knowing keyboard shortcuts will help you a lot and it's gonna help you perform a lot better, and basically it's gonna help you to impress your coworkers. So I hope this is informative for you. Please, if there's anything, write in the comments, let me know if there are any questions, and thank you.